I love movies because I love its multi-dimensional capabilities.
It's big and it's grand and it can take you so many different places.
I think film and TV really gives people a chance to get away from their daily lives and to experience something unique that they normally wouldn't get to experience, to go places they would never get to go.
The scholarship that I've established with women in film each year goes to a woman who is a filmmaker who has chosen to deal with the subject in some way of disability, to portray the subject, to cast someone with disability. It may be to somebody who has a disability who is a filmmaker with the aspirations to make a project for television or film. They write the most powerful, moving applications. They write about what it is that they want to do in the way of a project, but they write about why it is that they want to tell the stories that they want to tell. And each time when I read these applications, I have been moved to tears every year.
I was born with Marfan syndrome, which is a genetic condition. It basically leads to a system-wide weakness in the connective tissue, so it affects the heart and the bone structure and your lungs and your eyes. I was diagnosed when I was 2, and I've had a number of heart problems, and I had scoliosis, so I spent a lot of time in the hospital growing up.
I've had cerebral palsy from birth, and I get around a little bit differently than most people, but at the end of the day, I get where I need to go. So I feel my having a disability gives me an added responsibility to make sure that people like myself are represented in film, in television, and what we see in the media fairly and accurately.
I am a cervical 5 spinal cord injured person. I had a broken neck, and that happens from just carrying a huge plant down a staircase. So anybody could join that community in half a second. And it happened to me.
People really actually don't know that the largest minority in the world are people with disabilities. And it's so important, I think, for people to understand the reality of this and the reality of the experience of living with disability, and to offer people who do have disabilities the opportunity to reach and succeed with their dreams as much as with anybody else.
To have someone out there who's extending this scholarship, and also just an acknowledgement that we are here and that we have something to say, I think is incredibly important.
These stories are so powerful, so important, and unfortunately many people with the stories that have to do with their challenges in their lives, or those that they wish to present of others who have had challenges due to disability, might not get told. I feel so grateful that I can help to get those stories told.